Okay, good morning, everybody. 12:30, end of month, end of year, end of 2021. The one thing you have to be aware of in 2022 is typically a stock goes up, maybe if it's having a great year, 15%, 20%, and you'll get maybe 5 or 10 stocks that go up 100%. That's a typical year. This year was not a typical year. It taught a lot of people a lot of stuff that's going to hurt you for the rest of your life. Okay? The odds that UPST can go from, what was it, $50 to $400, so 8x. The odds that a stock can go 8x are almost nil. The odds that something like UPST can move 100 points in 1 week are ridiculous. And I'm just using UPST as an example because the premiums are still ludicrous in it. Okay? The 160 calls for next week, I mean, it's 12 points out. Should be $1 max. Now, I understand they're not $1 and they're going to be way higher because it's still volatility. But when that goes away from certain stocks, they won't move as much. And you'll get killed because you're paying 3, 4, 5. Did you see what happened to snow yesterday? And snow's lower today. We bought snow at 220. The stock moved 5 points on it, and the option went up 1. It went up 1. Isn't that interesting? 3 weeks ago, it went up 5. It would have went up 5. So just know that if that happens in January, then all these options that you're buying, the fair value will drop significantly, and you will get killed. Look at what's happening with NVIDIA. NVIDIA, when it was moving that 1 week, when it was at 310, the 340s were $10 for a week. $10, 30 points out of the money. If you go 30 points out of the money now, not even 2.5. They were 10. 2.5. That means, if it has a good week, he thinks NVIDIA is going to go 15 points. He doesn't think it's going to go 30. So when that happens and you start buying stuff, people are sending me stuff. Sam, what do you think? Do you think this can go to 100? AMD, can it go to 200? I'm like, 200? It can't even get over 170 right now. And the chips aren't moving like they should. So just know that. That's what, if that happens, and I got a feeling it's going to happen, then it doesn't matter what you buy, and if you're right, you will get beat up. So don't get beat up. Go slower and let's see what happens. Let's see what happens, okay? It's been a stunningly great year, okay? One more day. But SPX can't seem to get over and hold this 4,800. It needs to get through 4,809 and hold. And then we see. But it needs the leaders to go. And the leaders are not going. So just wait on it. And see. Okay? NVIDIA, 303, 309, 315, 316. Underneath 291. ASML, 822, but it doesn't trade by numbers. It trades just randomly based on how other stuff is doing. Okay, if it can get through 822, it's possible it can move if the stock starts going. Then we see. LRCX, 726. Avago, very nice move on Avago. We had this at 600 on it. It's at 670 in 2 weeks. Very nice. 677, 681. Amazon, 3432. Underneath 3300 is huge death. Snowman, 346, 351. Shopalicious, 1409, 1452. Roku needs 231. It's a one-day wonder. The last 5 times Roku moved, it's a one-day wonder. Just know that. BIIB, they're denying it. Here's the thing, guys. Here's the thing. Well, why would anybody say, oh, yeah, we're going to go buy them? And then people take the stock up and they don't need to. I mean, this is just silly. Nobody's ever going to admit they're going to go do something. Think about it. Okay? UPST. 162 huge. If it can get through, it can spike. Doesn't seem to be able to get through. Let's see what happens. Okay. BNTX. Why did the bios or the vaxes go up yesterday? No real reason for them to go up. Okay. Under 239, 231, Moderna, 238, 231, similar numbers. Google, nice move at the end of the day on Google. So they didn't file the antitrust. Are they going to do it in January? Or they're not going to do it? I don't know. 2952, 2972. Tesla, very straightforward here. 1100. Does it get through 1100? Don't know. Then we see. mRNA CEO on Joe Rogan today. What time is that? Somebody can let me know. What is your 4 to 6 week rule that I mentioned at the beginning of the call? 4 to 6 week rule is when something has bad news, like an earnings report or something, and it goes down, don't touch it for 4 to 6 weeks. If you go check it out, 95% of stocks will never even get back to where they were when they dropped in that 4 to 6 week range. It just doesn't do it. After that, then they start looking at next earnings, and maybe it can go back up. That's what that is. Citigroup reiterates a sell on Tesla. Citigroup is garbage. Okay, they don't know anything. MicroStrategy down to 560. MicroStrategy is untradeable. Take it off your screen. Don't ever trade MicroStrategy again. It doesn't move right. Let me tell you, we had it. I mean, look, something that Sam does better than everybody is he doesn't get emotional. If Bitcoin goes up $5,000 and MicroStrategy doesn't move that day at all, and it's happened, it doesn't move even $1. What's that tell you? That tells you just take it off your screen. You don't know when it's going to move. It's just going to move whatever the hell it moves. Tesla down on recall, covered by insurance. Most of them are all covered by insurance. Yes. I see Zim. I don't know what Zim is. We'll have to look. Moderna on there, and that's what we know. Okay. Everybody have a great trading day. See you in chat.